yourself for consequences if you flout sit-at-home order on May 31st, IPOB tells Igbo people. The groups stated that there will be a candlelight procession on Sunday, 30th May, in the southeast region, while total lockdown of activities will be followed on Monday. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has said the May 31st sit-at-home derivatives to honor Biafra fallen heroes should not be flouted by its members. The group stated that there will be a candlelight procession on Sunday, 30 May in the southeast region, while total lockdown of activities will be followed on Monday. According to the statement released by the IPOB spokesman, Imam Powerful, to Sahara reporters on Thursday, it is compulsory for the people in the region to obey the command so as not to fall victim of enemies' attacks. We, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, aptly led by the prophet of our time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to announce once again that this year's annual Biafra Remembrance Day and candlelight procession will take place on Saturday night, 30th of May, while sit-at-home and total lockdown take place on Monday, 31st May 2021, and not May 30 as earlier announced. The adjustment is to enable churches to hold their normal services on Sunday, May 30th, without any obstructions, but there will be no human or vehicular movement throughout Biafra land on Monday, 31st May. Every person in Biafra land is therefore advised to observe a sit-at-home order on May 31st, May 2021. That day is a sacred day in Biafra land in honor of the over 5 million Biafrans massacred by the wicked Nigerian forces during the Civil War. There will be a total lockdown all through Biafra land on that day as we remember all our fallen heroes and heroines, including agitators who have paid the supreme price in the course of our struggle for independence since 1967 till date. All markets, filling stations, motor parks, airports, seaports, banks, schools, etc., as well as social activities in Biafra land are to be shut down on that day. Everyone is to remain indoors in Biafra land from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on that day. People are to stock their houses with food items before that day so they won't have need to shop on that day. We strongly advise our peoples against flouting this order, as anyone found outside one's house that day may be the target of our enemies who will after killing them, as usual, blame it on IPOB and Eastern Security Networks. Therefore, it is better we all remain inside so they will see the Biafrans to abduct, kill, or maim. Once again, anyone violating this sit-at-home order should blame oneself for whatsoever fate that befalls one as penalty for stubbornness, the statement reads. Well, to contribute to these articles, I want to say here that this is an order that is being given from the leader of IPOB, a person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this order has not started this year. It has been since the inception of the Civil War. Now, I observed it last year where the whole Igbo land, especially the Anambra State, Enugu, and all Igbo land were in total free. Everybody were in lockdown, no market, no school, no any business activities. I think these activities always happen every year. Well, and they said is to observe and give honor to those that has fallen during the civil war in 1967 to 1970. So since the order is given, it is expedient that all Igbo people should observe this announcement from their leader, so that God himself will remember them and give them this agitation they have been on for a while. Again, it is expedient for all Igbos, not only in Nigeria, in diaspora, to observe that day, because that day is the day to remember the fallen heroes. Even now, there are some persons that are still falling for this same purpose. Now that this thing has happened, we want all of them to be, all hands should be on deck, that nobody should come out that day. Well, we do not know what it means to the Igbo people, but they understand what it is, because right now the Nigerians government are not helping matters in their own system. That is what they are thinking. That is what they have been complaining, as Nigerians has not helped them, as they want to get their own independence by themselves. So again, there's an order that is being passed to them by their leaders to really sit at home that day. I think it should be a day to pray too, so that God in his infinite mercy will hear their cry, and what they are agitating for will be given to them. Not to shut down human activities, but that day I think it should be a day where all Igbo persons in Nigeria will get on their knee and begin to cry to God and begin to pray to God, so that God will help them to actualize what they are looking for. Not to just sit down at home and be eating and be drinking, not to just sit down at home and fold hands, not to stock food for nothing. But I believe this fight is a spiritual fight. It's not a fight where one can engage physically. So I want all Igbos who are Christians to begin to pray to God, to begin to fight spiritually, so that God will help them to subdue their enemies. That is what I think concerns this matter. Because if they just stay at home, lockdown activities, not go anywhere, that will not help them. But what will help them is to cry to God and begin to pray, asking God to release power from heaven to be able to make them to get the independence that they are agitating for. If not, sitting down at home may not get them anything. Remembering those that are fallen may not get them anything. Remember them is to talk to God in tears and in integrity. Talk to God deeply, so that what they're agitating will be achieved.